It's Halloween night and you're a little kid at daycare and your mom calls you and tells you that you have to come home because you aren't feeling very well. By the end of the night, you're at the hospital fighting for your life from a disease called meningitis. Even though this is a hypothetical story, it could very well happen to you. And it happened to a girl in New York named Lauren, and she was in the hospital for a month. In this presentation, I'll be telling you about the causes, the symptoms, and preventions of meningitis. Meningitis, well, you can see that this is a normal person's brain, and this is what happens if you get meningitis. It's an infection that causes the tissue around the brain to swell, and it triggers many, it interferes with the blood flow and causes it to infect. The causes of meningitis can be very life-threatening. When someone has meningitis, the protective membranes cover their brain and spinal cord, known as meninges, and they become infected and swell. As stated by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, last updated on March 15, 2012, approximately 80% of all cases are not as serious and 20% are serious. According to Davis County Health Department year-end reports from 2008 to 2010, there were 6 reports of people dying with the quiet severe bacterial meningitis. The symptoms of meningitis can occur to anyone over the age of 2. The main symptoms of meningitis are high fever, sensitive to lights, and stiff neck, but they can get to as serious as passing out, loss of balance, seizures, or change in mental status or sudden behavior change. Stated by the Mayo Clinic, last dated August 2nd, 2011, it's easy to mistake the early signs and symptoms of meningitis for the flu. Meningitis signs and symptoms may develop over several hours or over 1 to 2 days. As stated by the Mayo Clinic, last updated August 2nd, 2011, meningitis strikes about 3,000 Americans each year. The meningitis is a very serious thing, and it's important that you go to the hospital right away. One thing that they'll do is they'll give you a spinal tap, which puts fluid in your spinal cord to kind of take away the infection. Also, you should keep up to date with the recommended inflammations. It's the best defense against meningitis diseases. Maintain healthy habits, get plenty of rest, and not coming into close contact with people, which would also trigger it. Now you know more about meningitis and the preventions, the causes and symptoms, and